What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another Queen Sugar recap video. Tonight, we're going to talk about Season 4, Episode 9. And let's get right into it now. We start this episode off with your girl, Charlie. She's at a bar. She's getting drunk. The bartender tells her, like, look, you're running for office. I think you need to get out of here before someone sees you. But it seems like Charlie is just standing there, man. She's going through a lot of emotions from last episode with Romero. Her sugar meal is very bad for her. In this episode, she's going to be going through a lot. Now, we get to Nova. She visits some family on her mother's side, and this lady gives Nova a lot of information about her mother, the history of the family and how everything was. To Nova's surprise, she actually knew this lady when she was a little girl, but she just doesn't remember her now. But she's going to be giving Nova a lot of knowledge about her mother throughout this whole episode, which surprisingly Nova doesn't know anything about. Now we get to Aunt Vi, and she tells your boy Hollywood that the big huge secret or whatever is the way she met Jimmy Dale was the same way that happened when your boy Hollywood beat up Jimmy Dale. I guess Jimmy Dale beat up a guy that was disrespecting Aunt Vi. And your boy Hollywood is like, look, that's not me. I'm nothing like Jimmy Dale. I did that to protect you. You don't have nothing to worry about, which is very understandable. Aunt Vi is just going through a whole lot right now. And I know Hollywood is just pissed off. Deep down inside, I know he's like, damn, man, like, it's always something. But he's here to ride through it, and I think he's going to continue to do it. But I know Hollywood got to be feeling some type of way because he can't catch a break when it comes to Aunt Vi and her problems. Now, Darla, she's upset. And I knew for a fact that Darla was jealous. It's just my opinion. I think she's jealous of Deja or whatever in Ralph Angel. She's mad now that Ralph Angel didn't tell her that Blue, his best friend, is Deja is her mom or whatever. Rob Angel said, look, I didn't have to tell you that because you didn't want to talk about things like that, which is very understandable. I don't understand why Darla would think Rob Angel would do something to hurt her. As he explained to her, he's not trying to do anything to hurt her at all. He wants to make everything better. To me, I think Darla is just going through a whole lot of emotions, and I think she don't want to see Ralph Angel with nobody else deep down inside. That's what I think about that storyline. Now, we get to Kiki and Micah. And Kiki, she's making it quite clear that she wants to, have sex with Micah. She wants him to be her first. I thought she wanted to wait till prom. Seems like she's pushing more and more forward each episode. And Micah's like, all right, he's going to go down if that's what she wants to do. It's very understandable. So she comes over there, and while they're, actually about to get it on, they talking about a lot of different things. She's making sure that he's the right one, which she already knows. Charlie calls him and, telling him that he's a good son and stuff like this. Micah can already tell that something's not right. He knows something's not right. He's supposed to meet her up later on in the episode. I guess he's supposed to meet her up and work with her, but we're going to find out if Charlie shows up or not. As you can see, she still got the glasses on, and she's still drunk. Charlie's going through with this episode, and as I said before, she's going to get worse before she gets better, but it's just sad to see her like this. Now, Nova, she learns that her mother was not cremated, and actually, she was buried at the farm. So this whole time, they thinking she was cremated is false, and Nova is completely shocked, and it looks like she's probably going to make her way and let everybody know the information, but it's crazy, man. She's learning all this new secrets about her family that she didn't know. Now, Hollywood, he's kicking it with his boys. They playing cards, having drinks. And his boys pretty much telling him, like, look, dude, you did the right thing. And I'm surprised you ain't kill him. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Jimmy Dale putting his hands on Aunt Vi and everything like that. And, to be honest, I kind of agree. Like, he's lucky that Hollywood didn't kill him. I mean, it's just that simple. But they're making him feel good. And Hollywood is kind of, he's trying not to really think about it. He's trying to be positive. But his boy's like, dude, you did the right thing. Now, your boy Micah, he's looking for Charlie. He cannot find her at all. So he goes to Vi's. He talks to Mr. Prosper. He talks to Vi. They end up GPSing her location, and come to find out she's in New Orleans. So he's going to try to help and figure out just what is wrong with his mother, because she's going to need some help. Like I told you guys, very stressful and emotional episode for Charlie. Now Leo, he talks to Darla. Darla goes to see him while he's practicing. Now he explains to her that he doesn't really care about the book. He read it. He doesn't care about her past. Darla was pretty much upset that he wasn't talking to her, but he explains to Darla, like, look, I don't really care about your past, but I care about my future and your future, and I can tell that you're about to relapse. And due to the circumstances, I'm going to have to step away from you just for a little bit. You can tell Darla is very pissed off, and man, she's looking close each episode like she's going to relapse. I really hope that she does not. I thought this Leo dude was going to be like, look, I'm here for you. I'm going to stick with you. Let's work this out. But he's like, nah, I got to step aside because he don't want to risk relapsing himself. So it's understandable on his behalf, but at the same time, we know Darla, she needs some type of help, man, because she's getting bad for her. You can see from her facial expressions that it's just a matter of time before she goes out and does something that she's going to regret. Now, she worked very hard to get where she's at, but this book, man, it's bringing up her past, and this is getting to her more than anybody. Like, it's affecting her, to me, more than anybody. Now, your girl Nova, she goes and she goes to get Charlie because she gets the information from Micah. She picks her up at the bar and pretty much drags Charlie up out of there because she's all drunk, sad, emotional. And your girl Nova did what she had to do as a sister, regardless of what they're going through. She did the right thing by getting Charlie up out of there. You don't want to risk her running into nobody, and you don't want her to be embarrassed. Now, Hollywood explains to Vi that him and his boys was talking about what happened to Jimmy Dale and that he didn't necessarily feel good about it. He used to feel good about stuff like that, but he's changing, and that he likes when he's talking to Vi because they talk about real issues and real stuff, and pretty much that he's trying to change. He don't want to, you know what I'm saying, be that old person, and he thought about all the stuff that she was talking about with him earlier on in the episode. Now we get to Ralph Angel and Micah, and Micah needs some relationship advice. So Ralph Angel gives him some advice, pretty much telling him just go with his gut when it comes to Kiki. Don't rush nothing, go with your gut, and everything will be all right. Of course, Micah, he's nervous because he's about to have his first time with Kiki, and they're planning it to happen the night of the prom. And he really likes Kiki, man, so I'm eager to see how this whole storyline plays out with her. Now, your girl Darla, she calls and she talks to Blue, and it seems like you can already look at her face and tell that she's staring at the alcohol. You can just tell. I knew it just by watching it, but luckily Blue's voice is helping her push through. You know what I'm saying? Blue's conversation and hearing him is helping her hold on right now. She's not doing it, but you can tell. You can just look at her and tell she was thinking about taking the drink. They did not show nothing at this point in the episode, but you know for a fact that Darla is very close. Now, Nova, she explains to Charlie that, look, she's sorry for what she did, because Charlie asked her, why did she say those things, why she write the book. Nova explained that she thought it would help everybody, but unfortunately, it just helped her, not her family, which is very understandable. Yes, the book helped Nova. I mean, Nova got, you know, some good peace of mind. But as far as her family, everybody that was close to her and their secrets, it hurt them. And Charlie just, you know, she cried and cried. Nova sat there with her, and, you know, they just bonded with each other. Now, the next morning, your girl Charlie sees an article about herself. Nova wrote a good article about her. Charlie is pretty much being praised by Nova in the article, and she's also apologizing to Charlie for the things that she said in the book and not getting her approval, not talking to her and stuff like that. But I'm glad that the family is coming back together. Everything seems to be going good as of right now. They threw like a little surprise get together at the sugar mill, and the family seems like they're getting back together, man. And the whole thing is they're not taking no more stuff. They're going to stand up and go for it. So I'm glad to see that everybody's back together. We know it's still going to be some issues later on in the season, but they got to start somewhere. And during all this, we end the episode with Darla because this whole time she's looking at the alcohol. And as I was explaining to you guys earlier, you can just tell that she's so close to relapsing. She's thinking about it. She grabs the bottle. She's smelling the alcohol. This is getting close. This acting right here is unbelievable, man. This girl can act her ass off. Give her all the credit, but she's killing this scene right here. She really seems like she's an addict. Like, this is crazy, and she's so close to relapsing. She puts the bottle back down. Now, I don't know in the next episode if she's going to relapse in that episode, but this episode, she puts it back down. She fought. She didn't relapse, so that's good. This alcohol addiction is very serious. It's something that people deal with a lot. I have issues with my family members. This stuff is very serious, and I think they wanted to press on this issue. What do you guys think about the whole Darla thing? She killed the episode with her acting skills. At the same time, it was very sad seeing her go through that because we know it's tough for her. But overall, this was a very solid episode. It seems like now it's about to start getting real crazy in the next upcoming episode. But leave your theories, thoughts, everything down below. Let me know what you thought about tonight's episode, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But it's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.